So I got a question, right, from someone that's also a big Knicks fan. And they basically asked me, listen, at least in like maybe let's say the last 10 years, right? If you could have any Knicks player back on the New York Knicks, who would you pick? Or like who basically also asking me who are my favorite Knicks in the last decade. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a hard but easy question to answer. I know that sounds stupid, but I would say though, it's definitely Carmelo Anthony. As you can see, I got the jerseys in the back. So of course I'm gonna pick Carmelo. Carmelo Anthony, since he became a New York Knick, has just made history. We will never forget about that 62-point game he had in the Garden. That was amazing. I remember watching that game from start to finish, and I couldn't believe it. It's like everything he put up that day was just going in. He even had shot a shot from half court, and it went in. Let me see. Another player I would say also is definitely Steve Novak. Yeah, I remember him, Steve Novak. Steve Novak was a killer, man. Like, when he had the ball, you thought he was Reggie Miller shooting them threes. No cap. Like, he was on point with those threes. I think that was the season. If I'm not mistaken, that was 2012, 2013. If I'm not mistaken, where we won the 52 games, right? Yo, Steve Novak was just a killer, man. He used to come off that bench, and if you needed a three-pointer, you could just give it to him, and it was all water. You knew you was getting that three. He used to do that thing where he used to, like, flex with, like, yo, I got the championship belt on. Yeah. Like, so I remember Steve Novak. Steve Novak was cool. Most Knicks fans love Steve Novak. And, of course, you can't forget, I would say my third person would be David Lee, man. David Lee. Listen, if you're a Knicks fan and you don't know who David Lee is, then you're not a Knicks fan. I would take David Lee back in a heartbeat, man. This dude, before we even had any real superstars, this dude used to give us 20 and 20, man. 20 and 20. That's how hard he played. 20 and 20, yo. One season, I think he even averaged that. I think he averaged like what? Like, so let me see if I could find it real quick. But I think he had averaged like 20.2, so 20 points a game, and 12 rebounds. This was 2009, 2010. David Lee, man. So many clutch plays. I remember that tipping at the hoop. It was just, I would take back David Lee in a heartbeat, like I said. Let's see, I know you guys only said three, but if I could name at least one more person, I would say, Knicks fans, please let's not forget Amari Stoudemire. The reason I say that is because Amari Stoudemire was the guy who came to us as a superstar when no other superstar wanted to come to the New York Knicks. Even to this day, we still have trouble getting superstars to come to New York. But Amari Stoudemire was the one person that said, you know what? I don't care what other people was going to do. Yeah, I'm going to still get money, but I don't even think he really cared about the money. He really just wanted to make a change. He came through, and not only did he come through and play amazing, I'm talking about 20 and 15 pretty much every night. 20 and 15. Not only did he do that, but he came into a culture that was terrible and made us reach our first playoff. So not in history, but in a while. That's what I meant. So we had went a long stretch without going to the playoffs, and he came right in, played great. Like I said, 20 and 15 every night, and he got us to the playoffs. And then once people started seeing how good the Knicks were playing, even though we lost in the first round. I think that year I think it was to Boston Celtics, if I'm not mistaken. That made us more attractive to other players like Carmelo Anthony, and that's how he ended up building up that team. J.R. Smith, Novak, like I said earlier in the video. So to answer the question, 3 players that I would have loved to have back on the Knicks at this moment, if I could, is Steve Novak, David Lee, and Carmelo Anthony. And if I could pick a 4th, like I said, Amari Stoudemire. So that was me answering your question. Please hit me up. Give me some more questions to answer. I'm going to be making a lot more of these videos. Once again, let's get ready for Milwaukee Bucks. Let's go. Knicks Nation. Let's get it.